Hello and welcome. This is going to be a general, oh goodness me, two people here already. Hello and welcome. This is going to be a general collective live reading, and if you are watching later, please jump ahead 5 minutes. We should have been started by that point. Hi, I hope you're all doing very well. Thank you so much for joining us. It's raining here as usual. Standard stuff, grey. And yeah, we're still in lockdown. The pubs are opening up tomorrow at 6 a.m. And yeah, that's basically what's going on here. We're just going to wait 5 minutes or so for more people to come in, and we'll go through some bits and pieces. I hope you guys are all okay where you are. You're a very quiet bunch, whoever you are. But thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And if you're a return customer, then thank you so much. Lisa, hey, nice to see you here. I hope you're okay. How's things in your neck of the woods? Is everything straightforward? Hey, Karen, I hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's keeping safe. So things here, I went out and about for the first time in a while yesterday, and I have to say, it blew my mind a bit because everyone is not happy, to the point where I was like, am I really witnessing this? Like, this is a bit insane. Oh, bless you, Nina. I hope it helped. Yeah, I was so I took my car for its MOT, and I was just like, this is insane. Is this what everyone's been doing in lockdown? It was just interesting. I was kind of like, I'm not going to get upset because this is not like, because I could hear my guides going, this is not your problem. And I was like, okay. But it was like, I don't know, it was interesting to observe that people really losing their minds a little bit. I mean, it's not nice, but it's interesting. You could tell the pressure was on with a lot of people. And bearing in mind, I was in a garage, and things changed last minute at this garage. Nina, it happens to the best of us. You know, you're a tough cookie. That's you know, and we're used to being in that mode, aren't we? After we've gone through what we've gone through, so it's to be expected. So yeah, I went into this garage, and my mind was blown. It was just a lot of very agitated energy, and of course, I thought what was going to happen was they were going to collect the car and do what they needed to and drop it back, but they decided that wasn't the case. So I had to go down there, and 8 hours later, I came back, and I was so tired. Has anyone else been getting really tired? Because we had a real big Schumann resonance blast. So I slept, when I say I slept a while, I slept over 12 hours last night, and because I was exhausted. And so I don't know if anyone else is experiencing that, but we've also had Saturn has just gone back into Capricorn again, because it was in retrograde in Aquarius, and it's just the last day or so gone back into Sagittarius, back into Capricorn. And yeah, I feel like that's also having some impact. Yeah, Karen, yes. I could quite happily. I think I slept maybe 16 hours last night, and I'm not. I went to sleep at 7. I literally came in and crashed out. I replied to a few emails and crashed out. I woke up at midnight because I'd left my laptop on, thinking that I was going to do some work like after a nap, and no, that wasn't the case. So I turned off my laptop, and that was midnight, and I crashed, and I think I woke up at like 10 a.m. But it was insane. So how long's that? That's got to be like 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's like 15 hours. But I'm exhausted again today. So the Schumann resonance had a huge blast, but it's this freaking lunar eclipse in Capricorn. We've got the moon conjunct with the galactic center at the moment in Sagittarius. I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not funny, but I don't know. I'm because I've been, usually you just go to the shops, don't you? So because I've been out and about a little bit more yesterday, I was like, is this the evolution of what we've had to sit and I've been in this house 4 months? Is this the evolution? And then it starts dawning on you, no wonder this is going on, because it's like people aren't getting the picture of what. And this is the thing, there was a lot of rude people, and I was like, I'm not getting into this. I'm not going to take the bait. I'm not going to sink and drop my energy. I'm just going to keep going. And this is the saddest thing about it, was this girl had a massive go at me, and I just, did my usual, I'm just going to hand up the spirit. And then I was sat in the waiting room waiting for my car. She had a huge go at me because she thought I was like lying about trying to collect the car. And I was like, no, this is, someone genuinely thought they were going to do that. Anyway, so this guy came in and was like, you've sent me this paperwork, but it's not my name and it's not my address. I think you've been mixing customers up. And obviously completely proving the point that I was trying to make, that someone's obviously a little bit unorganized in the office. But obviously mistakes happen. But because I was sat and observing it, I thought, Jale, just don't look. Because if she catches your eye, it's just going to look like you're smug. Do you know what I mean? But I know for a fact that was Spirit's way of saying, this is not your problem. Just let them deal with it. And she was really nice to me after that. And I just thought, do you know what I mean? You're human being. If you've made a mistake, you've made a mistake. Don't sort of attack people. Just let them get on with it. It's not the end of the world, really, is it? But so yeah. So that was interesting observation. And hello, Kaimani. Hope you're doing well. Very interesting observation there, but the energy is interesting, and I feel like it's a thing. It's something. I feel like this is the eclipse energy already. I can already feel it. This is the eclipse energy already, where it's just very shadow element. People's shadow elements are. It's like a tooth with a raw nerve. And it's there, and it's like, I'm not getting into that because this is not my issue. You obviously hate your job. That's number one. You can just tell, and it's like there's obviously stress going on. People aren't able, because we're still in lockdown. We are still in lockdown here. There's a lot of very conflicted pieces of information, but essentially we're still in lockdown. So anyway, on that note, thank you for the like. Let's begin. So I'm going to use the Sibyl's Oracleum Oracle of the Black Dove of Africa for the first oracles today. That's too many cards. And then we'll see what tarot the guides want us to pick. Thank you so much for the like. I appreciate you. Let's see what the energy is here. That's way too many cards, Spirit. Thank you so much. Wow, okay. I knew that was going to come out. I knew it was going to come out. You showed me this card 5 times. Okay. Mirror. So I keep mentioning mirrors. Oh, thanks, Nina. Bless you. Oh, thank you so much. That's very kind. Mirror. What's being mirrored to you, and why is it being mirrored? Are you frustrated? Is someone frustrating you? A situation frustrating you? What is it trying to teach you? The next couple of days is going to be really important for that. But I've had it all for the last 2 days. I'm not I'm laughing because my guides tell me it's like they talk me through it. It's like, now for obviously everyone's going to be different for this message, but it's like you're refinding your place with people. Now you might be able to understand this, but because of like I said, for example, yesterday, I went back into the world and I witnessed a lot of different people and things. And I was like, this is a bit weird. This is like, I've woken up out of a dream and people are acting a bit crazy. And I can see that, but no one else is aware of it apart from me and my guides. And I'm like, am I missing something here? But it's, again, it's a shift in reality, isn't it? And it's people's perspectives that are also shifting. Came on, it's entirely insane out there. Now, I don't know if you're in England, but if you're in England, you're probably going to relate to me. It is like I'm being very conscious about being polite, extra super polite and kind to people today in the last couple of days when I've been out, because it is like you can, oh, you're in Brighton, are you? I've got some stories in Brighton to tell you. Wowza. Oh, by the way, did you see they've lifted the travel restrictions to Turkey now? Don't know if you've seen that, but they've just lifted the restrictions. Yeah, and I've got friends on I don't know whereabouts you're going in Turkey, but I've got friends on the south coast and they're all opening up their businesses. Yeah, it was just pay attention for that, for the kind of, again, don't forget, we're waiting for a collective to view things in a certain way here. And I don't know if you maybe relate to me, Kaimani. People are very money grabbing as well at the moment. Like they're obsessing about, like, do you know what I mean? It's just like and I'm just kind of like, okay then. I don't know, it's bizarre. I'm just kind of like, did I wake up and this is not the world I'm in? Like, I don't know, it's weird. So I think it's because I haven't been out for so long, I'm noticing everything a lot more. But mirroring, so again, I'm just kind of referring this back to ourselves now. So again, when you're seeing these situations where there's a very stark contrast to what you're expecting, what are the expectations for you? Because obviously now I'm going to have to recalibrate my expectations of everything, because that was not what I was like, my mind was getting blown all over again. There's going to be, and you're going to find that in the next couple of days, where there's going to be situations that may shock you. I'm going to be very honest, and I want you to have a look into why that would be. Why is it shocking you? Because to me, it's like we're releasing shadow elements, and of course these are the more starker kind of realer energies that are needing to be released. So of course it's going to be obvious that, you know, in the kind of general collective, that that's going to be there, but I just wasn't kind of like, whoa, this is really obvious. You can really easily see the divide between those awake and those asleep. I mean, I kind of saw that before this all happened, but now I'm like, are you joking me? Is this real? Is this actually real? Like, and it's very interesting now. But this is the thing. See, I know for a fact I'm going to get friends messaging me going, come out. And I'm like, I don't really want to go into a pub situation with all this thing going on. Hello. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so it's like you said, it's super obvious as well for me from where I'm looking. Just pay attention to what that is reflecting back to you. But yeah, Brighton, I've got some weird stories to tell you about nights out in Brighton. The weirdest story, one that involves a Tom Hardy lookalike, that I don't even know to this day what that was about. Do you know when you ever meet an energy that is so unnerving that it freaks you out to the point where, because I met this guy in Brighton, he looked exactly like Tom Hardy. I'm not exaggerating, right? And all my friends were like, are you insane? This guy's like asking you to go for a drink with him. And I was like, no. They were like, you and this one guy thought I was a lesbian because I turned this guy down. And I was like, no, just something's not right. And he was like, let me just shake your hand. And I was like, I don't want you touching me. Like, I was really, really like, go away. Hello, Tianina, bless your heart. And to this day, and it was weird because it was like, I can't tell you exactly what it was about this person that I didn't gel with, but it was, the energy was that, it freaked me out that much. I didn't want to be near. I just wanted to leave immediately, to the point where I looked probably quite rude, you know, because it was just so unnerving. And I'll be honest with you, even like after that, this is going to sound ridiculous, but I usually have got I can read people very well, obviously for my job. There was something not right. And I remember looking around for like missing girls, like articles in Brighton, because I was like, this guy, there's something not right about this guy. Like, just something not, I just knew if I went anywhere near that would just be ending but very badly. And I was like, heck no. And was like, you're insane, he looks like Tom Hardy, why would you say no? And I'm like, because I want to be living, thank you. But yeah, very odd energy. But I couldn't even have, again, he went to shake my hand, I was like, no, I don't even want you to touch me, because usually if I have someone like touching my hand or shaking my hand, I can pick up everything. I don't want to see anything you've done, I don't want to know. Yeah, but it was really, like, I'll be honest with you, there's only ever been twice in my whole life that I've got that bad a feeling about someone. But to the point where now I always look for missing, if I hear anything about Brighton missing women, I always look and pay attention to it, because I always think about that guy, because that stayed with me. Yeah. But for me, it was like it was how do I explain it? It was there was one other guy that I've had that immediate response to, and he was walking in front of my car at a crossing, and I kept getting flashbacks, and I was like, what the heck? He didn't even come near me. and that was a very severe reaction. But this guy was violent towards women, but to the point where that you can see where that's going. Like, I was just like, and this is the thing, I can defend myself. I've had instances before where it's come to the point where I've had to defend myself, but this guy was a big old guy, you know, and I was like, I can defend my ground, but because this is how ridiculous it got. I was like, could I take this guy? That's my mentality. It's like, do I? And I'm like, why am I even risking this? No, of course I'm not gonna. Like, this guy's huge. Yeah. Oh my. Yes. Yes. And this is the kind of story that I was waiting to see on the news, because it was like extreme. And I'll be honest with you, it was the way he approached as well. And I'm not joking you, this guy looked exactly like Tom Hardy. Now, I don't know if you know who Tom Hardy is. Please Google Tom Hardy. And this is the thing. I'm sat there thinking, Spirit, you're having a giggle, because I obviously find Tom Hardy attractive, and this guy, but there was just something not right. And I was like, I'm not falling for this. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not. And I'm the kind of person that looks won't. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not an idiot. I've been around long enough to know that if someone, it doesn't matter what they look like, if they're a scumbag, I'm not gonna have anything to do with that. This is the thing. I'll be honest with you. I love Brighton. For many years, I've always loved Brighton. I love the energy down there, but there's a counter energy to it that is, like I said, I'm not going to tell you the story because it's bad, but my sister ended up inviting 3 homeless people back to a hotel room for a party in Brighton, and I had to go in there and physically throw them out, to the point where there was 2 guys and 1 woman. Now, the end of the story, it ended to the point where it went successfully and no one was hurt, but I had to physically go in and throw them out. My sister had passed out in the bed, and my sister is not the most sensible of human beings. And obviously I'm 10 years older than her. So usually you know what I mean? I've got her, of course I've got her back, but my sister was born here, but she was brought up in Turkey, and she gets herself in all kinds of scrapes. Yeah. Wow. He's in prison for 45 years for first-degree murder. What? No, oh no. See, this is exactly what I was. This is what I was I was like, if this guy, anyway, no, just no. This is insane. This is insane. Like, I'm all for people reforming, but if this person's, heck no. No, thank you. No, thank you. We're not going to. See, this is the thing. Because of my energy, I attract every type of energy, right? And yeah, just no, thank you. No, thank you. I always trust my gut instinct now, always. And I'm usually on the money especially when it comes to people like that, like the charming ones that want to like I'm going to be honest with you. So without going into too much detail, I've definitely had I've had lucky times when it comes to like that kind of thing, where I've been able to defend myself. But for larger build guys like that, to that kind of bigger, no, there's just no way I would be able to. But up till now, I've been very lucky to defend myself, because there has been instances where I had to, you know. So all sorts in Brighton. Tell me about it. But if you see a guy that looks like Tom Hardy, I'm telling you. And I remember he came out of a hotel and he was on the main strip by the sea. And this sounds awful, like, and people are thinking, oh my goodness, why would you say that about someone that you don't know? Trust me, I rarely have a reaction like that. But I will honestly say to you, if this guy ever ends up on the news for something that you've mentioned here, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, just insane energies, insane. Right, what else? Let's see what else is going on here, please, Spirit. What can you tell us, please? There isn't something that sinister. Thank you. We don't want that energy. We don't want that, please. We've got opposition here. Yeah, came on it. If you, like I said, if you meet, and I'm not joking you, he must have been about 6 foot, he was well built, that looked exactly like Tom Hardy's doppelganger. And I remember everyone that came out was like, you are Jale, you're insane. This guy looks like Tom Hardy. I went, no, I don't care what anyone thinks. I trust my instincts. And I remember one of the people turned around to me afterwards and said, no, I think you were right. There was something off about them. I said, I don't give a shit what you're thinking. If I feel like something's off, I'm not going to listen to all the girlfriends that are like swooning over him. Like, sorry, you know what I mean? So just be aware. Now, I've got a feeling this guy wasn't from that area. I don't think he's actually from Brighton. But what I can tell you is this guy was trying to pick women up. And I think he goes regularly to different coastal towns, and to the point where I've actually written, this is how I could be a detective. I'll be honest with you. I've written notes about this guy because I was like, one day I'm going to need these notes. And I hope I'm wrong. That's the bit I hope I'm wrong about. But I have kept those notes to the point where distinguishing features, tattoos, like I'm going to write all of it down because, again, I'm Scorpio moon. This is what we do. Hello, Gina. Thank you so much. Bless your heart. So opposition. Is there some competition here? Is there some opposing ideals? Maybe you're trying to sort of move forward in one direction and there's an energy that's opposing that. What is it trying to show you? What is it trying to show you? Good for your mum. Yeah, that's a good thing though. And not many people would do that, but I think it's a really good thing. You know what I mean? So let's see. Let's pull some tarot cards here. Right, let's go to these. I'm going to go to the crystal visions again. Feeling these cards again. Right. I may be doing, probably will be doing a bonus reading over the weekend for this lunar eclipse. Let's have a look. Okay, Spirit, what is it we need to be aware of, please? I can be a detective too. Unfortunately, I think I was made to be a detective. I'm sure they said somewhere something like Scorpio moons are most likely to be FBI agents or something. I'm trying not to let a Cancer man drain me. Those Cancerian men are not easy. Let him come to you. Let him come to you. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell us, please? Wow, that was interesting. Okay, so something's not moving along here. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Something's not shifting. There's a pause. Okay, and then we've got 7 of Cups. The choices, confusion. Where am I going with this? What do I do? Bottom of the deck, 7 of Pentacles. Pausing, waiting, biding your time. I'm trying to understand what's going on. Underneath that was the Moon. Someone has got a lot of confusion around them, and I'm just hearing other influences. All right, other influences. I'm just hearing they want to go in one direction. Again, this is where the opposition comes in. They want to go in one direction, but it's like they've chosen or aligned themselves with another direction, and they're not too sure how to sort of move through that. Wow. This is insane energy. So someone is making a decision as we speak. So we've got 2 of Wands in the reverse. And then we've got 2 of Swords in the reverse with 5 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so again, this is now competition, no more competition, and seeing the reality of the situation. All right. So I'll be honest with you, this is very opposing energy all across the board. I feel like they're stuck, that someone's got this stuck energy that they don't, someone's trying to look. So we've got the bottom of the deck, we've got King of Swords. So this is someone trying to make a decision, what to take, what to leave, what to sort of bring forward into their life, what to, you know, cut out. And then underneath that, we've got Magician. Someone is trying to manifest something here based on their ability to see. They're trying to understand the truth to a situation. Hang on. Yeah, someone's walked away here. But it's like there's been some altercation. I don't know why I want to say altercation, but it's like someone's... There's been a disagreement around a certain situation where there was definitely other people involved. It was like, this is a stalemate. This is a stalemate. It's like there's a difference in viewpoints here that isn't being resolved. And you've got two stubborn energies that aren't doing much about anything. Let's see. And again, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Not choosing. Not choosing. Just staying stationary. Stuck. Eight of Swords. Stuck. I'm just hearing doesn't want to free themselves. Doesn't want to. Look, we've got Six of Wands on the bottom of the deck. This is victory. Is someone staying in a certain situation because it suits them not having to do anything? That's how I want to say it. Is it suiting them not doing anything about this situation? Does it mean that if they don't do anything, then that they cannot take responsibility because they don't do anything? It's like, well, you know, they're making excuses. Realistically, if they had made a kind of effort, then something could have changed here. I don't know why I'm hearing, but someone feels like they're left out in the cold. Someone is totally at stalemate as to what to choose. Totally at stalemate. They don't know what to do. And it's interesting because it's not like they're not thinking about it. They are. They're just I don't know, it's weird. It's like, do you know what it's... I've got to laugh. You know when you tune into the energy, or I don't know if you do, but when I'm tuning into this energy, it's like I'm tuning into the cards, but then they're watching me tuning in. So why do I feel like, is this a bluff? Like, why do I feel like this is like a bluff almost? Is it actually that they're undecided, or are they trying to wait? Are they trying to wait this out to see what you're doing? Because this to me feels like you. I mean, look, let's pull more cards, because I feel like there's something here that I'm just kind of like, how can you be that undecided? Maybe I'm missing something. I feel like someone's trying to bluff me a little bit, you know, because it was all twos and it was all like reversals and, you know, sort of stuck energy. I don't know. Let's have a look. What can you tell me about the situation, Spirit? What am I missing here? I feel like there's like I can feel like there's a drum roll coming. I know it. I knew it. I knew it. This is exact. You know when you just look at something and think, is someone having a giggle here? Oh, I knew it. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. Boom. 10 of Cups. So we've gone from stalemate, indecision, but it's like, is it indecision, or is it someone that's, the ball I feel is on in their court, but it's like they're tentatively looking at what you're doing, pretending that they're not going to make a move, but they are making a move. They're just, this is a game. This feels like a game. Karen, my facial expressions are always bizarre. I've got the weirdest. Yeah, look. This is what's on the bottom of the deck. 9 of Swords. This is inevitable, right? This Wheel of Fortune. This is destiny. This is the inevitable. That is the inevitable. The cards before were pause, 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 because they know this is coming. They know this is coming. But on the bottom of the deck is 9 of Swords, which is fear. It's like someone's trying to put the brakes on life to try and make sure that they, you know, this wheel doesn't turn and that the reality of their real feelings don't. But the first couple of cards are like, are you joking me? Is this actually real? Like, why would you? The universe is so extra, isn't it? I know. The universe is so extra. The signs. Sometimes I think the signs are like, really? You know? Like, I see it and I just think, how do you not see that sign? And they don't. It's especially when people aren't like tuned into that kind of thing. But it's so obvious. But then I think sometimes that the universe has to make it so obvious because some people don't get the signs, man. They don't get it. They don't get the signs. 7 of Wands. They're in this defensive energy right now, which is possibly why the universe is like putting neon lights above their head and putting arrows going, can you just please acknowledge this? Because there's a defensive energy here. I'm just hearing they don't want to let it in. You know, when you like, you know, if you get like a hole in a boat and the water starts getting a bit more, I don't know why I'm laughing. The water gets a bit more, you know, let into the boat starts to sink, doesn't it? You know, because the water's obviously, you know, into the vessel by that point, and it's the weight of the water is now dragging the boat down. This is the visual that I'm getting, is they think that the emotions that they're feeling is they're gonna sink like a boat. If they let it in, they're gonna sink like a boat. I can't let it in. Can't let it in. Yeah, Jen, to be fair, if you're the magnet of weirdness, I'm the magnet of weirdness Mark II. You know, I'll be really honest with you. I also attract, don't get me wrong, I attract some good people, but I also attract the most extreme the most extreme situations that anyone could. And I remember people never used to believe me when I'd tell them, you know, because it sounds insane. But now, as the fact that I'm doing this is like, yeah, this makes sense, because obviously there was lessons there. But yeah, people never used to believe it until they witness it and they're like, what is going on? And I think that's part of the reason why I did that TV program, because I was like, if I don't do this, no one's going to ever understand my point. And now, of course, they're like, okay, we totally get it, you know? Maybe that was the reason I did it. There's other reasons as well, but I think that was possibly one of them. I was like, well, I'm just going to I'm just going to have it on film now. If you're not going to believe it, let me just put it on film, you know? Okay, 3 of Pentacles in the reverse. 3 of Pentacles in the reverse here. So this is typically a card of working together, okay, and or work environment. I'm hearing building a future, but it's in the reverse, okay? So, okay, this is interesting. So the reason this is what the guides are saying. There's an individual here, or more than one individual. They're saying more than one, that has been used to getting very hurt in life, in terms of plans may not have gone forward. You know, things may have fallen through. They may have been very hurt around maybe dreams, work life, that kind of thing, love. And for them, it's like this situation, if they let this in, number one, they could sink like a boat. And number two, what happened, because they've got this, again, it's like this shadow element that comes through. And what happens if it doesn't work? What happens if this doesn't work? I've built my way up to this, but if it doesn't work, what then? Now, most people would sit there and go, you know, take it a step at a time. Let's sort of, you know, stay in mindfulness here. But this is a very an anxious energy here of, there's a, because it's not just about the connection. This change, what actually, you know, this person would need to do to get to you is there'd be other changes that they'd need to make, which is going to potentially put them on a different path as well, not just about you and the relationship. So it's like the work could be a worry, or people at work, it's that kind of thing. But there's a sort of a negative connotation towards, well, what about my work situation? Bottom of the deck, Knight of Wands. So this energy, it can show someone that's a little bit inconsistent, but it's like a little bit of an unsettled soul here. Okay, so again, we've gone from the first part of the reading, which was stalemate, to the next two cards being absolute emotional bliss, happiness, happily ever after. And I feel like this person's viewing this connection as this is what the outcome will be, but I'm scared of getting to that point because things are going to change, and am I ready for that change? This is what they're kind of looking into. And again, bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. Concern, worry, fear, anxiety. It's interesting because I'm just hearing what happens if she doesn't like me. So it's interesting because there could be an element to them that they don't show to many people. And so to let you in would mean, if, let's say, for example, they've sacrificed certain things in their life, and then they, you know, obviously you guys get an opportunity to look into this, and then it doesn't work. What are they going to do? That's why there's that fear. They think, I don't know why I want to say this, but this is because they're comparing this energy to previous relationships. And it's like, well, if it doesn't work out, then I've ruined everything. What this person hasn't realized yet is this is part of the leap of faith. You don't have, because this is the thing, it's like they think that by moving towards this, again, they could end up throwing a lot of other things down the sort of the pan, and that's what they're concerned about. But what they don't realize is that it's the lesson behind taking the leap of faith is part and parcel of what Spirit want to see, because the control element of this, they're not going to get what they want if they keep because the control element to what they've been doing so far that is not serving them. It's faith. It's a lack of faith. It's like they're like, well, what, I know how I feel. I know that this is something that I want, but if it doesn't work and they discover that, you know, there's my moody side that they're going to see, and I don't know, other little things that most people would have, which is that, you know, because no one is a perfect human being. What happens if, because I feel like that they've had people in their lives before where they've gotten to know this person, and then it's been thrown in their face, like, oh, you're so moody, or oh, you're so miserable on a morning, like, what's wrong with you? And so I feel like it's like they're hearing these kind of echoes, and it's like they don't want to have moved their whole life, and then suddenly they're hearing the same things because they think that there's a rejection at some point that will happen. And I think this is ego. This is, again, it's ego. It's like I'm following my head, so I'm thinking, I'm overthinking. This is all head. If they followed their heart, this wouldn't be an issue. But I think they did follow their heart once before, and it led them into a wrong direction. But what they don't realize is it wasn't a wrong direction. It was meant to grow them into the person they are. But they haven't pieced that part together yet because they're all over the place. This is very unsettled energy. Now, this is part and parcel of what this lunar eclipse is going to be clearing out, because, and by the way, bottom of the deck is the Empress. This is divine feminine energy. All right. So, like I said, right, let's have a look. Oh, here we go. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. And here he is, the Emperor. And I'm just hearing, where you go, I go. Right. And then we've got another female here that's following the Emperor. Sorry, that just made me giggle. So I think we can assume that this is not me calling upon a karmic. Make no mistake of that. This is, I think, a karmic following the Emperor to where the Emperor's following the Empress. So at some point, it's like we're waiting for this energy to settle, this Knight of Wands energy to settle, and I feel like it's going to be after this lunar eclipse when I think the Emperor is going to make a kind of turn towards the Empress. But it's when the Empress is in her full power. This is when the Emperor is going to kind of beeline. Oh, bless you. I'm glad it's helping you. But yeah, this could be Queen of Swords, could be an air sign, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But the Emperor is trying to get his Empress's attention. So let's say, for example, you're not talking to a divine masculine at the moment. This energy here is showing me that they're trying to get your attention, especially if you're in your Empress energy, because they're definitely, I think you're let's say the divine feminine energy is in her power at the moment. This is what the reading suggesting. The Empress following that, and then there's a karmic, I shouldn't laugh, following the Emperor. But that's, again, if you're not resonating with that, this is the energy they're in at the moment, which is Knight of Wands. This is a little bit unsettled, but once they get through that settled energy and the Empress is in her power, then it's like a kind of chase for, I'm hearing a chase for victory. Goodness sake. Yeah, this is what the eventually will be kind of building up to, but at the moment, this is what they're kind of showing me here. So we've got Queen of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. This is someone that's trying to block that energy out. They're trying to block that energy out. They don't want to, again, we've got someone's not in their power at the moment. The masculine's not in the power. Can you see the Knight of Wands with the Queen of Wands? He's not in his power. All right. So it takes you, to the feminine, to be in your power, to then lead the masculine into his power. This is the message. And then he'll follow you. And then this energy, it will be following them. Okay, let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please? Let me put that back in. What? Oh my goodness. Wow. I'm not going to lie. There's something is about to go down. Because look what we've got here. We've got the Tower and the King of Cups. There's an emotional revelation that's happening. So the more you get into your power, feminines, the more you get into your power, the more... I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. Look at this. This is emotional realization. This is like the elephant in the room. So if they're pretending that they don't have any feelings and they're just being very stoic and they're not saying anything, they're not saying how they feel. This about to come crashing down, especially if the feminine is in her power. I would be letting him come. Don't forget, the Emperor was chasing the Empress. Listen, Nina, we all have to go. We're half of me's like, well, you know, he can wait. I've had to wait, so he can wait, you know. And then half of me's like, don't be petty, just get on with it, Jale, you know. This would blow my mind. Lisa, can you imagine? Lisa, can you imagine? This would blow my mind as well, in all honesty. This would blow. I'll be with you, Lisa. This would blow my mind. I'd be like, are you actually joking me right now? Wow. Wow. Okay. So this is real. I mean, look, 9 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Wish fulfillment. Other half. This is what I want. This is someone is wishing. I'm hearing for your return. Someone is wishing for a return. This is like wish fulfillment. This is like, this is what I want. Now, could 9 of Cups also be, I'm going to have a lot of drink in my system and pretend that this isn't happening? Yeah, it could be. But we've also got the Knight of Cups, which is secret admirer energy, which is, I want to come and make an offer that you can't refuse. And then the Fool is taking that leap of faith, right? So someone, I feel like whoever this is, you have to let me know. Now, it could be more than one of you. They're saying it is. but someone is about to get like I don't want to say a visit because I know everyone's going to freak out. But yeah, can you imagine knock on the door? Right, let's on bottom of the deck is 3 of Cups. Right, let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please, about this situation, Spirit? What else can you tell us? Oh, what? I'm just hearing decision made. Decision made. King of Swords. I'm just hearing the time. This is insane. I'm just hearing the time is right. The time is right. And then we got, oh, heck yeah, the Star and Judgment, which is healing, making a decision based on future, hope, healing, and then 3 of Wands and the Sun, so future happiness. So, Nuna, if this is... If he turns up at your house, you have to let me know. You just have to put in the... In fact, you don't have to put it publicly if you don't want to. But, like, I want to know what's going on here. It's like, this is how I want to say it, because the bottom of the deck is 10 of Pentacles. Someone's turned around and gone, what is it that I want for my future? This is what I want for my future. And I'm just hearing it's not the old, it's the new. It's like I'm not, if they're with someone else, especially, that's not, that's a no. That's a no right there. And Spirit is saying something a bit rude, which I'm not going to say. They said it's a hell no. What else can you tell me about the situation, please? I'm hearing they've made their mind up. So the first part where we had that very strong indecision and then that Wheel of Fortune, this is what energy is about to shift, all right? This is what energy is about to shift. Now, is it going to be around the lunar eclipse? It's possible. That's what they're saying. Yeah. But again, so we've got 7 of Cups. So this is like, again, this is dreams. This is, I'm hearing fantasy, imagination, you know, like that dream state. But it's also, I'm just hearing, I don't want you to forget about me. What is the 7 of Cups, please? This card's come out a few times. Confusion. What is the 7 of Cups? Okay. I'm going to be really honest with you. I'm going to be really honest with you. Someone is about to push ahead on a situation that it feels like a surprise. I'm not going to lie. Because we've got the Ace of Wands. Action, fire energy, a spark. Again, it's that Wheel of Fortune energy. And then we've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which feels very karmic-y, like almost like they're taking action to make a decision, even if it scares them. So there's something in the works here that is like a little bit secretive energy. What else is going on here that you can tell us? What else is going on here? What is going on here, please? What can you tell us about the situation? It's the same thing, look. The Tower. If this person has someone around them, I don't know if you can see that, this is about to go down. This is about to go down. It's like I keep hearing feel the fear and do it anyway. It's like if they're worried about breaking away from something, they're going to do it. And it's like, I'm doing this and I don't really care anymore. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands. Again, a choice was made. Do I stay with the old or do I go with the new? I know where I'm going now. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going now. Two of Wands, Ace of Wands, making that choice. They've made that choice. And underneath that is Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like if this is someone who is in a, you know, maybe they couldn't come forward, they were in a relationship, this person's about to be possibly single. And then we've got, look, Page of Cups, an offer, an apology is on its way. Again, if you've had someone that wasn't talking to you, maybe that you felt like was sort of detached or something, this is an offer. But this could be an apology. It could be a hat, like an olive branch, as if to say, look, can we look at this again? And I don't know why, but I'm just hearing a late night text. It's like, I don't know why I want to say this, but as someone, I'm going to freak someone out now. Has someone got a fairy, this is going to sound awful, has someone got a fairy rug next to their bed? And I don't know if it's white or light coloured, but why do I see, it's like someone's put a phone next to a rug and it's like furry. I don't know if it's fur, it's like, it's a fluffy rug, it looks like. Could be a bedspread, but it's fluffy. And there's a phone, hello Mistina, that they've placed next to it. And I can see this person's going to bed. And it's like they put their phone down to sleep, and then I can hear like a vibration. So I don't know if someone has their phone next to their bed and it vibrates, but they look at the phone, because I don't think they go to sleep. I think they hear it and they look at the phone and it's a text from their person, but it's random. And I don't know why, but this is also, I'm seeing 9:09. So whether or not you've got to go to bed early to wake up for 9:09, if the 9:09 is significant somewhere, I don't know. But I keep seeing 9:09, 9:09. You only got your black dog. Wow, Mistina. Mistina, I think if you've got to be, do you go to bed early? Because I keep seeing 9:09, so I don't know whether or not you go to bed and this text comes through exactly 9:09, but I keep seeing 9:09. Temperance. Temperance. This is healing and this is balance. This is reconciliation. I keep hearing I want to be, this is so sweet. I just keep hearing I want to be close to you. I want to be close to you. This is making me feel like really like such it's a really nice energy. Right, well, Mistina, I feel like you're there's something going on. If you missed the first part, I said about a text message coming through, and there's someone with a white fluffy rug or bedspread, and they put their phone next to them when they sleep, and there's a text that comes through. It's like you get up and I keep seeing 9:09, so whether it comes through at 9:09. Now, if this happens, you have to let me know, because this is a very specific message here. Yeah, Lovers. So this energy came through first of all. Two of Swords. Two of Swords, which is very indecision energy. But then the Two of Cups came out, and then I asked to clarify the Two of Swords, and it came out with the Lovers. So it's almost like the inevitable has kind of happened, where you can't ignore something this long, and then it just it just goes. Please let me know what happens. So it went from this, someone with a blindfold, to someone realizing everything. Now, yes, it could be this, you know, it could be the, you know, the eclipse energy that we're looking at. And so again, we need to bear in mind that, you know, give it a few days after the eclipse, but it's literally like, now it's like there's nothing to there's something. It's like I'm not seeing anything and I'm ignoring it, to, oh my goodness, this is like everything, you know. But there's varying degrees of how easily this person can reach you. Yeah, you have to keep me, you guys have to keep me posted. We've already had one engagement that I know of. Yeah, that I know of. So please keep me in the loop, because I would love to know. What else can you tell me, please, Spirit? Secret admirer, Knight of Cups. Again, someone is watching from afar, and it's like they're biding their time. Again, it's because there's moves they're going to have to make to get to a certain place. And again, this energy will draw it out. Now, I'm going to do a twin flame reading, a bonus twin flame reading over this weekend before the eclipse. So I will definitely be looking into this a little bit more. But there's reconciliation coming, temperance, making up. Okay, this is what's on the cards right here. Let's go with the Kipper cards. I want to see what else is going on here. Thank you so much for your likes. And if you've just joined us, welcome. We are doing a general collective live reading, but it's turned into more of a love reading based on the energies and messages that are coming out. I'm going to use the Kipper deck and see what else we can figure out. Let's have a look. What else can you tell us, please, Spirit? What else is going on at the moment? What else is going on, please? I just keep hearing that song, I Just Want to Be Close to You. I think it's Nana Cherry that sung it, I think. But it's the song is going round and round and round in my head. Oh, I just want to be close to you. That's the song they're showing me, the lyrics they're showing me. I just want to be close to you. All right, let's have a look. Why? This is, look at this. Thanks, Kaimani. Great fortune. Someone's fortune's about, there's some insane energy right now. Someone's fortune's about to really increase here. There's a blessing that's being given here from above, 100%. I'm just hearing, and now it's time. And now it's time. There's something here about someone really kind of surrendering to this process, and because of that, and also sort of trusting it upstairs, that this is why this kind of flow of energy is so readily available that they're tapping into. But I'll be honest with you, this feels to me like there's again, it's this lunar eclipse energy where there's a real kind of rush of high vibrational energy here. Because they're wounded usually, and if they're wounded, it means they have to do some healing. Oh wow, Tia Nina. I mean, yeah, look, this is money, an increase in luck. This is Jupiter energy. Don't forget, we've got Pluto conjunction Jupiter at the moment in you know, Capricorn, and Saturn's just gone back into Capricorn. The moon over the next 4 or 5 days will transition past these planets and again sort of go through into sort of Aquarius, into Pisces, and close out a cycle. There's something big on the way. There's something very big that's coming through. It's like this there's a lot of, I mean, look, to be honest, it'll be different for everyone, but for the main part, it's yes, it's closing out cycles, but I'm just trying to pinpoint what they're trying to show me here. There's something really stubborn energy in this. So I don't know if someone's really been digging their heels in with a settlement or money, or, but it's like something that was taking a long time or digging its heels in is just being released very suddenly here. Could be a pay rise, could be a check that someone didn't want to pay out, but it's like suddenly this is, oh my, yeah, look, adjudication. So something's being granted here. If you're waiting on, you know, information on that, it's being acknowledged, it's being granted, I'm hearing. We've also got family room. Not sure if you're dealing with maybe, well, yeah, alimony, or something connected to, you know, marriage, children. But there's also money coming in via a legal route for that as well, that is being granted. Something is being acknowledged here. That's what this energy will release around this next sort of couple of, again, a week or so. What's that? Is that? We've got unexpected income as well. So this is, again, there's an increase here coming through in unexpected income, which means I'm just hearing the flow will be a lot easier. There's a lot easier flow. There's a lot more, there's a lot less restrictions here. And I don't know why, but they've just come through saying, take a chance. Oh, wow. We've got the Lovers here. The Lovers has come through. So if you left a situation to go towards a love, you're about to be granted passage in this. It's like this last part is being closed out, ready for, you know, what is for you your next big chapter. It's like a large cycle being closed out here, very close to completion. Very, very, in fact, you're going to hear news. I'm just seeing letters coming through as well. Well, I mean, yeah. Did you just receive that, or are you hoping for that? Wow, Danielle, that's insane. I hope you get it. I hope you get it. If you're waiting for it. Oh, wow, that's brilliant. Well done, you. I was going to say, they did sort of say, like, I think she's getting it, but if you've already had it, then perfect. I'm glad to hear it. Perfect. So we've also got these two came out together, gift and a child. Now, I don't know why I want to say this, but I feel like someone's asking to have a child. Someone's been asking and saying, I want a kid. Something about having children here that someone wants to kind of look into, or wants someone to help with them with. I don't know if you've been asking your angels. I don't know if you've been asking your angels, but I feel like there's someone's working upstairs to give you that. I just keep seeing, like, on its way. I just keep seeing the same sign, on its way. So if someone's been trying to cosmic order or manifest that energy, this card's hiding in the deck and it's flipped over. Wowza. We've also got this as well, wealthy man. Wowza. Wowza. So I don't know if you're connected to someone that's got some money here, or you're going to be meeting someone that's got some money, but we've got wealthy man and a child that's a gift. Now, something tells me it's not just the fact that you've wanted a child and that you're getting a child. It's like this child is gifted. There's something, I mean, I'll be honest with you, this is some very high vibrational kind of manifestation. Someone's manifested this. Someone's been hitting the manifestation, you know, on the money with it, like quite literally. We've got community here as well. So I feel like there's maybe you've got a group of friends around you, family, that maybe they've all been trying to help you with it, pray for you, or trying to manifest it. But there's a group, a collective here that this is also spirit team, I feel, that are also trying to get involved to bring you what it is you want. So if you're wanting that, if you're sort of sat there going, yeah, I would like that, you know, I feel like it could be, because at the bottom of the deck, family room. It's like it looks like it's on its way here. Okay, let's pull some final oracle cards. Let's do the Queen of the Moon oracle, bearing in mind we're about to go into a lunar eclipse. Thank you so much for your likes already. Appreciate you. Right, let's pull some final outcome cards here. Let's see what else we can figure out. What else can you tell us here, please, Spirit? What is the outcome? What's going to be happening, please? Someone's got a very strong will. Again, someone's really determined to push forward in a certain situation. There's a bit of a stubborn energy here. What is she eating? This looks very much like the moon is currently conjunct the galactic center at the moment, and that's a very good time to manifest. But why do I feel like someone has been so determined to hold like ground towards their manifestation that there's a very dogged determination here that someone's held, and it's being acknowledged. I'm hearing reciprocated. So it's like if you've been sat there really kind of trying to put the energy out there to the universe and sort of asking them over and over and again for something, it feels like it could be a love interest. I feel like they're about to show, if they've been showing you signs, I wouldn't be surprised, because it looks like you're about to manifest it, and I'm just hearing it's closer than you think. It's closer than you think. There's something, you know, when you just kind of think, is there something I'm missing here? Because it feels like they're hiding just enough for me not to see it. Now, I know better than to start poking around, because usually when I do that, I annoy everyone, like them upstairs, and then something back, you know, do you know what I mean? So I'm trying to play ball here, but I'm kind of like, there's more coming. Well, I already feel like there's more good surprises coming here. Let's have a look what else is going on. Yeah, look, we've got extremes. So hot moon. Now we've got, this is the thunder moon that we're going into here on, I think it's well, it'll be the 5th. Early morning is the early hours of the 5th, so around 4 a.m. in the UK, 4:06 or 4:07 a.m. in the UK on the 5th. But actually, I think in Northern America it will be the 4th, late hours of the evening, 11 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time, I think, roughly. Again, a thunder moon. It's a storm energy, isn't it? It implies a storm. So again, look for the extremes. I mean, it's a Capricorn moon, which is very earthly pursuits, but again, it's like extremes and emotions. And then we've got surrender here as well. Surrender, waning crescent 3. Look at that energy. That looks very kind of, I'm just hearing the universe is in charge. I just keep hearing the same, the universe is in charge, which, let's say, for example, you get news and you think, well, that wasn't what I expected. Just stay focused, because I feel like things are recalibrating a little bit here. Now I'm getting, they're all talking at the same time. I'm trying to just discern what they're trying to tell me here. Again, it feels very much that kind of 0 to 100. It's the first couple of cards we saw where it's stalemate, and then suddenly everything changes. Again, the extremes, it feels very much like that, you know, like it's 0 to 100, very much sort of 1 minute there's nothing, the next minute everything. If you're feeling fairly vulnerable over the next few days, just again give yourself some time to process your emotions. Please make sure you're getting rest as well, because I feel like the emotions are, I want to say, very up in the air. That's how I want to describe the people's emotions at the moment. It's like they're not that they're not grounding themselves, but they're just saying, take your time with anything you're doing, because it's like the energy is going to be very kind of extreme, as it said. And we've got intuition here. Hello, Jadelyn. Nice to see you. Welcome. We've got intuition here. So you're probably going to have, again, with the galactic center and the moon making these placements, probably, because again, we've got sun in Cancer, moon in the opposing energy of, you know, Capricorn, which is, again, tree of life energy, which is the birth of kind of the universal energy. Very strong intuitive insights. Now, if you aren't already having very strong vivid dreams, which I really am already the last 5 days, pay attention, because I feel like you're going to be getting very, very strong insights, and also your intuition will be extremely heightened, so trust that. Okay, guys, this was your reading for today. Hopefully that's been of some assistance. Thank you so much for your support. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. All your likes, shares and subscribes means a lot to me. I appreciate you. Today's video evening, next 3 hours or so, will be Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for the first part of the month. We'll be releasing at some point the little bit more of a twin flame reading for, you know, the lunar eclipse. I might try and do a general collective reading, but I haven't quite sort of, you know, decided yet. Maybe, maybe not. Probably at least one bonus reading that will happen. And guys, just pay attention for what's, you know, next few days with this lunar eclipse. Obviously, I'll be speaking to you guys Monday with the next reading, general reading, unless I'm not reading for over the weekend. And yeah, have a wonderful day, evening, wherever you are. Take care. Bye.